You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Welcome to Rom Wills, About That Business. Always more opportunities. Yeah. You know what? I love what I do. I love what I do. And I've talked about this, and this will be a subject I'll stay on. Once you really get on that path of doing what you're supposed to do, and then you stay on that path and you get really good at what you're supposed to be doing, right? Which you should naturally do, but you still got to work at it to hone your craft. So many doors open for you. Now, I just talked with a gentleman this weekend. Now, you know, I just did a podcast Sunday about I don't tell people my ideas and plans, so I'm not going to tell you exactly what the conversation was about, right? But let's just say it was a reminder to do something I had been thinking about doing anyway. Now, if y'all want to comb through all my videos and stuff, you might be able to figure it out, but it was just like, you know, things, and you know what, I ain't say, you know, when I spoke to him, I say, yeah, thanks for telling me to do that. Or I was like, thanks for the reminder. Because I was supposed to be doing it. But you know what? That's part of the thing of doing well. You got so many things in the fire. In fact, I was joking with the gentleman. I was just like, yeah, I need an assistant. Seriously. I could seriously use an assistant just to take care of some of the minutia of my day. All right. It's so many little things that I don't really need to do because I could train somebody easily once I like record a video to take care of it beyond that. I actually have some ideas for some people, but we'll work on that anyway. But there's always more opportunities. That's the thing. That's why I always say people gotta like just go for it, right? Like I'm gonna tell you what. When I started down this path, or I'll say doing the videos and podcast, I didn't realize where it would take me. I didn't realize how many other doors would open up because my plan was always to make money just with the books and maybe doing some book signings, maybe doing an occasional webinar or something like that, right? Or a seminar or something like that, right? I didn't really see all of this, right? You know, everything was books, and I was doing okay with it. But, you know, when it was just the books, you know, I still had to keep a job just to, not even to keep bills paid, just keep food in my stomach. You know, it was like keep food in your stomach and just do this or the other thing at the time. And it was actually, just doing the books and talking about something that's in my books that I talked about thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe 1 million times, literally. Right? Literally maybe 1 million times. All I did was just discuss it on somebody's internet radio show, and then, you know, that took me to something else. You know, I was given the opportunity there to have my own show, and then shoot, after a while I was like, hey, shoot, I can do this for myself. Boom. At some point I'm on YouTube. Right? So, I mean, there's always stuff, but, you know, you got to take that first step. And that's something I talked about in my on my Sunday podcast, taking that first step. If you notice, all of this is connected, but you know, all of this connected. I don't just talk about stuff randomly. Like I said, like everything I do, well, I put it like this. Everything I do has a connection to something else, even if people can't see it, I can see it. I'm just not telling people the connection. Now, somebody, if they follow every single thing I do, all my platforms, or at least know about, have a general idea what I do, all of them, everything makes perfect sense. But that's a lot of stuff for people. But everything creates something new, something else pops up, another angle pops up, right? And it's just like, wow. And the beauty of it is I can never get bored or stagnant. Because, and there are times, I hate this, as well as I'm doing, there's times I'm like, oh man, this is getting kind of beat. I might need something else. Then all of a sudden something will pop up. That's how this business channel started. I would talk about business every now and then on my main channel. Then I was like, hey, why not separate it, do something separate, right? Boom. And then, you know, I thought about that on my main channel once again. I was just like, you know, sometimes I just like to philosophize. Yeah, the word is philosophize. Yeah, for the grammar police out there, right? It's philosophize. Right? And I was just like, all of a sudden, another opportunity, deep thought. And then, I was noticing, I was like, man, I got a lot of women subscribers, right? Even commenters. I got regular women commenters. Let me start a women's channel. Boom. And there's actually something about to come out of that, too. There's something about to come out of that. It's opportunities. You know what it is, though? It's a seed. It's a seed. Like, once you plant that seed, what does it do? First of all, once you plant that seed, you cover it up. You may not see it for a little while. You generally don't see the seed right away. That seed don't pop up, right? You just keep watering, you keep watering. And that's like the early stages of a business. You planted the seed, you planted the base of it, but then you got to keep putting some water into it, right? And then even when it busts out, it's still a little fragile when it busts out of the dirt, right? And you thinking it looks nice, but it's like, nah, it's just tiny. It don't even look like it was supposed to be. You're like, damn, this little thing gonna be it. But then it'll keep growing and growing, right? And then all of a sudden you got a little tree, a little plant thing, a little tree, and it grows and grows. And then before you know it, a few years, you got a little tree there, right? With several branches. And that's how opportunities are. From that one little seed, right? You know what? And which actually gave me a seed for my next podcast. It's amazing how things work. But yeah, always remember, there's always opportunities. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Let's go make that money.